on BLAS for about 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks. We kind of lost count. Time went so fast as we thought. We felt like we were there for months. But woke up about 4 o'clock this morning and set off and head to Linton Bay now. So should be there later this afternoon. It's a short sail over. Pretty calm outside. A lot calmer than when we came in. Hoping the winds will pick up a little bit. They're coming from the south, which is interesting. But beautiful day, and hopefully I'll have a nice and easy sail down there. Barry seems to think we've caught a log, or just a very, very large fish. How to get it? Nope, he's got it. He's a...
It's gonna be a big one. This is gonna take a while. This is fighting him. Come on, baby.
Yeah, bring it in.
I can only imagine what's gonna come up.
I know, I'm kind of scared.
It's gonna be fun.
He's like, no, I'm not gonna.
Oh, you snagged them sideways.
Sideways? You snag your fish.
Because he came by close.
What? It's not as big as I thought it was.
No, but he was sideways.
Oh, it's his thing. What is it? Some fresh tuna for lunch. Right, so I just brought in the last fish, the tuna, and now we put out the line again, and something else is on it. We may be eating lots of tuna. I think we went through a school of tuna.
Yeah, there's more.
Okay, we don't need to put out anymore. This is it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, we lost him. He got free. I might be butchering this fish, guys. Cameron, I am not a professional fish cutter. You may have to show me a thing or two. Oh my god, this is so gross. Ow! I see where the sharp parts are. Okay. This is hard. He has 2 little spines right there. That's why it's sharp.
Grab on. Hold nice and tight.
Ow! This thing is hurt. Oh my god, so gross! I have to stop eating fish. This is it. Oh, no!
The end of that fish.
It reminds me of like the Pacific Northwest coast in the States. Pretty beautiful.
Why can't you see me on my knees for you, baby? I'm falling down, and I need you to catch me. Oh, my intimacy is all I need from you to leave. Oh, my intimacy is all I need from you to leave. Intimacy is all I need.
Some houses in Linton Bay are fancy. I wouldn't mind that place. Looks like a pretty vibrant and fun community though. While super different from San Blas, this place is absolutely equally as stunning. There's just these big giant hills, and off in the far side there's cattle grazing on top, and around here there's just, it's like bright colorful houses and fishing boats and some beaches, but it's amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. We finally made it to Linton Bay. There's a ton of sailboats here, so a lot of people stop here. It's well recommended to us too, so pretty excited to be here. It's drop dead gorgeous here, so it's like a totally different experience in San Blas, and I'm just in awe of the scenery around us. I cannot wait to fly the drone. Excited. Stretch our legs. It's the first time we've been off the boat for an extended period of time, other than little islands in San Blas. We live a hard life. But no, it's just nice to see, I don't know, more local life and back to reality, I guess.
What a beautiful place.
It is.
Look at this. They're in front of
I
us.
know.
Little fort.
So I might butcher the name, but this is Fuerte San Jeronimo, and it's pretty cool. We haven't really seen many old sites since Guatemala, I think. And wow, it's huge.
Look at all the cannons.
Babe, you think I can fit in this door? Do you think they were shorter back then? I can almost fit in the door. This is kind of like, what was the one in Guatemala? Fuerte, fuck, what was it called? It's kind of like the fort in Guatemala, but I think those doors were smaller.
Wow, this is amazing.
It's crazy because nobody is here, and in Puerto San Felipe, which is the one in Guatemala, like, you had to pay, I think it was about $10 to get in as a foreigner, and you know, there's a gate and everything, but here you're allowed to just kind of come in and walk around, and it's beautiful. So there are some boats anchored out there, but they all looked like nobody lives upon them.
On the other side, it's...
Yeah, on the other side over there's some boats, but the ones anchored in front of us right now, like these two, kind of tipped over.
Anchored.
No longer anchored, just kind of hanging out. But there's so many cannons, and it was obviously, I have to look it up. I'll have to look it up in winter. For the Crown of Spain, for the defense of, oh fuck, what was it? Let me do it again. I'll look it up. So the fort was for the defense of the transatlantic trade for the Crown of Spain, as I've learned. There is not much around here to kind of give any bit the history, but as we saw on the sign coming in, it appears to be built in 1758, and it's a World UNESCO Heritage Site. So. But it's pretty amazing that it's just the way it is. It's still beautiful the way it is too.
Yeah.
So since there isn't really much here to explain about the fort, I had to Google it, and according to Lonely Planet, Fuerte San Jeronimo, close to the center of Portobello, which is the town we're in, was the largest fortress ever built to protect the bay. Some 24 embrasures with 16 cannons face the mouth of the bay, some exactly where the Spanish troops left them in 1821, which is crazy, the year Panama declared its independence. Beyond the impressive gateway, there's the remains of the officers' quarters, barracks, guardroom, and huge observance terrace over the water, which I guess is this?
Yes, this with that word.
Pretty cool. That's all I have to say. I think to the last video. So on another site, we found that San Jeronimo Fort was built in several stages between 1596 and 1779 to protect the transportation of goods from South America to Spain. In the late 16th century, the Spanish, to protect the transportation of goods from South America to Spain, moved their port city from the Isthmus of Panama from Nombre de Dios, which is kind of further west than we are right now, to Portobello, and immediately began construction on the new fort. Because pirate attacks were frequent, and the fort was strategically sited along the shoreline to protect the movement of goods. The original fort was completed in 1596, and substantial portions of the fort were rebuilt after 1758, which is the stone at the front entrance, incorporating new developments in military architecture. Both the original fort and the additions are important examples of historic architecture with diverse European influences, constructed as part of an extensive defense system in the Spanish Caribbean. There you go. Little history day. It's kind of cool. It's very unexpected to find such a grand fort in the middle of Portobello, where there doesn't really seem to be much on the side of Panama. And that, I mean, it's not very like a touristy part of Panama, so it's just really interesting just to kind of see this random fort here. And it's a very small town. I mean, you can kind of, I'll throw up the drone, but the, you know, the town is not that large at all. So. Still amazing to me that some of these cannons have been here since Panama declared its independence from Spain. I mean, like almost 200 years ago, this was sitting in the same place. It's so crazy. I don't think that satellite dish was here in 1851 though. I think that's a new addition.
As always, thanks for watching and following along. Make sure to click that subscribe button to not miss out on the rest of this beautiful town of Portobello, and comment below if you can teach me a thing or two about filleting a fish. Until next time, cheers!